Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new series I am liking to call Ode to Frogger's Adventure. Frogger's Adventure is a Game Boy Advance game that I consider to be basically superior in every way. The soundtrack is phenomenal, the artwork is phenomenal, the gameplay is wonderful, and just everything about it is great. Mainly, I want to kind of play through the game for everybody. Chill, relax. It's not that difficult of a game after you've played through it a couple of times, and really want to focus on enjoying and showing off the soundtrack because it's amazing, and just everything else that goes with it. One challenge with this is, okay, with my little emulator on my phone here, game sound is basically either on full blast or completely off. So in order to talk over it, I can't really talk over it that well when it's on. So maybe when I want to talk, I'll shut it off like this, and then when we're ready to listen, we'll just be quiet and listen. Oh my gosh, you can't, first of all, you can't see that level because that's my favorite level with regard to soundtrack. So anyway, without much further ado, let's go ahead and start up a new game and just get into it. I had a little test slot there, but let's go ahead and start up a brand new slot. RYA. Alright. Starting off at the lonely Goblin Caverns, and we get an introduction to the actual story. Even just the menu music here is great. Have a listen. I'll give you a synopsis of the pretext of this game. Even the pretext, even like the inciting event for this game is awesome. Hi Frogger, it's your old pal Lumpy the Toad, and I called you here because I've been asked to give you a message from the Elder Council. Bad news, our home Firefly Swamp is dying because Mr. D, and let me tell you, that means literally Death himself, has stolen all of the elements that keep the swamp alive. He's spread them over 4 dangerous regions, and he's hiding in our sacred Temple of the Frog. Desecration. The Elder Council would like you to collect the elements, get rid of Mr. D, and you're our only hope for Firefly Swamp. And we basically say, great, I've been looking for an adventure anyway. So, we gotta be careful. The quest will not be so easy, because of course, there'll be obstacles along the way. We'll start off in Goblin Caverns to recover the fire element, and so on and so forth, all the way to Mr. D himself. So, let's go ahead and get started off. Already you can see here, literally the first level is very quaint and very inviting. We're going to take this easy, and we're going to do a little bit of exploring as we go, just to make sure you can kind of see everything, because it's great. It's great to look around at everything. That little red jewel we collected is our first element. These butterflies are extra lives. It's always great. Love how our model and then most of the enemy models are kind of semi 3D. And instantly here we're met with some classic Frogger elements. Gotta get across this river. There's already a little secret area over here with another extra life. It's a great touch. Get a checkpoint. Skip the hits for now, because it basically just tells you how to play. Tells you to make sure you collect enough coins because the boss area literally costs coins to get into. Have these cool fireflies. It's like giant fireflies enemies. Gotta get around. Gotta get back across the river. That was close. I think this is also classic Frogger here. We got already a highway. This is already this part of the first level is super dynamic, right? We just went through a whole roundabout, and now we have this path cutting across the middle of it. So you get to kind of retraverse the whole level all over again. Got to go up this bridge. Of course I didn't time that right. Should not be dying that easy in this game. Gotta get our chops back. That was a close one. Already you can see we've like got 3 totally different types of terrain that we've encountered even just in the first level. Like we went from grassy to cobblestone road to now we're like up in the, you know, dirty rocky mountains. It's very beautiful all around. And then immediately another new terrain. We're gonna do these floating platforms in the sky, like literally. The art direction is already throwing out banger after banger. And then new gameplay element of course, the falling tiles. This area I really like for being in the first level. It's just this kind of like almost open worldy part where like there's so much room to move around. It's fun to just move around. And there you have it, first level clear. We will continue with level 2, or level 1-2, however you want to call it, at a later date.